You are practicing failure every day without knowing it. You are not failing because of bad luck. You are not failing because you are not smart enough, or talented enough, or ready enough. You are failing because you have been practicing failure every single day. And the worst part, you have no idea you are doing it. Every habit you repeat is a vote for the kind of person you are becoming. Most people think they are just getting through the day, but your brain does not see it that way. Your brain is watching everything you do and building a pattern. And right now, that pattern is quietly teaching you how to lose. Let me describe your day. You wake up and immediately reach for your phone. Before you have even sat up in bed, you are already reacting to the world instead of directing it. You tell yourself you will get up in 5 minutes. 5 minutes becomes 20. You skip the thing you said you would do in the morning, the workout, the journaling, the reading, because you do not feel like it today. You tell yourself you will do it tomorrow. You sit down to work. Something hard is waiting for you, the task that actually matters. You open it, stare at it for 30 seconds, and then quietly drift to something easier. You check your messages. You reorganize your files. You do the small, comfortable things. By the end of the day, the hard thing is still sitting there untouched. You feel vaguely guilty. You make a promise to yourself for tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, and the cycle repeats. This does not feel like failure. It feels like a normal day, but here is what your brain has learned from it. Every time you avoid the hard thing, your brain records a result. It does not record, "I was tired." It does not record, "The timing was bad." It records, "When this felt difficult, I retreated." Neuroscientists call this pattern reinforcement. Every behavior you repeat strengthens the neural pathway behind it. Your brain is physically restructuring itself around your habits. When you hit snooze, you are not just losing 30 minutes. You are practicing the decision to choose comfort over commitment. When you drift away from the hard task, you are not just procrastinating. You are rehearsing avoidance. When you break a promise to yourself, even a small one, you are not just having a bad day. You are building evidence that you cannot be trusted by the most important person in your life, yourself. And this is where it becomes serious. Self-trust is the foundation of confidence, not the confidence that comes from other people telling you that you are good. The quiet, deep confidence that comes from knowing, from lived experience, that when you say you will do something, you do it. Most people have quietly destroyed that confidence through years of small, broken promises to themselves. They wonder why they feel stuck, why they feel like an imposter, why they cannot seem to believe in themselves. The answer is simple and uncomfortable. You have spent years proving to yourself that you do not follow through. Your brain has the receipts. Here is what nobody tells you about failure. Failure is not the thing that happens when you try and it does not work out. That is just feedback. That is just data. That is survivable. Real failure is quieter than that. Real failure is the decision you make at 7 a.m. when you hit snooze. Real failure is the moment you open Instagram instead of opening the thing you are afraid of. Real failure is the sentence you never finish, the call you never make, the page you never write. You do not fail in one dramatic moment. You fail in 1,000 invisible moments that nobody sees, including you. And because nobody sees them, you never hold yourself accountable for them. You only see the final result, the goal you never reached, the life that never changed, and you wonder why. But now you know why. So how do you stop practicing failure and start practicing something else? It starts with understanding what you are actually training for. Every morning you have a window, usually the first 60 to 90 minutes after you wake up. What you do in that window sets the neurological tone for the rest of your day. If you spend it reacting, scrolling, snoozing, drifting, your brain enters the day in passive mode. If you spend it acting, doing one hard thing on purpose, your brain enters the day in a completely different state. Start there. Pick one thing in the morning that your future self would be proud of. Not 10 things. 1. Do it before you check your phone, before you talk to anyone. before the world gets to you. This is not a productivity hack. This is identity training. You are teaching your brain who you are. Then look at your broken promises. Most people have a graveyard of things they said they would do: the gym, the project, the habit that never happened. Every one of those is a wound to your self-trust. You cannot fix them all at once, but you can stop adding to the graveyard. Make one small promise to yourself today. Something so small it almost feels stupid, and then keep it. Not for motivation, not because you feel inspired. Keep it because keeping it is the point. You are building evidence. You are showing your brain a new pattern. You are beginning to practice something different. You are not in a new pattern. Here is the truth you need to sit with. You are always practicing something. Every single day, with every choice you make, you are rehearsing a version of yourself. The question is not whether you are practicing. The question is what you are practicing. Right now, you have a choice. You can close this video and drift back into the same pattern. Or you can do one thing, right now, today, that your future self would recognize as the beginning of something different. Your brain will change based on what you repeat. Failure is a practice, so is success. Choose what you rehearse.